Sup, guys. My name is Ryu for the Council Network. This is the episode 10, season 4, Transdimensional Turtle episode review. If you were looking for the episode, you can find Nickelodeon's website. They released it right on Easter for everyone. And holy crap, what a wonderful episode it is. A few things that I didn't like that I'd just like to address immediately. The animation and the pacing. The animation, when they went 2D, felt a little wonky. Maybe it was just me. I don't know. It just felt a little bit off. It still was good. It just wasn't up to what we are used to or what I was hoping it would be. And probably number 2, this should have been a 2-part episode, not a one. It really hurts the pacing. As fantastic of an episode it is, it really hurts the pacing for just being one. But let's talk about the good stuff. Holy crap. What a surprise. The Mirage Turtles. If you don't know the Mirage Turtles, they're the turtles from the original comic book script that started Ninja Turtles. And this is before the 80s cartoon, the Fred Wolf cartoon. And holy crap, to see them in this episode and just the Nickelodeon connect the pieces one by one. I'm just in love with this episode. It's one of my favorite episodes ever of Ninja Turtles, and especially of this one. Seeing Splinter again, damn. Now there's a few things I want to bring up with that. Krang's continuity is a little bit all over the place, and Megan Fox being name dropped are some of the highlights of this episode. So let's go into it. Probably the biggest one is Krang from the original cartoon was banished by Sub Krang Prime from the Nickelodeon series to a 2D world of where he met Shredder and sets up the events for about 10 seasons we had of the 1987 cartoon. Wait. How does this even work? It blows my mind. I kind of want to go back, watch everything, and try to piece it all together now. But I think I'd be going too much into it. Tiger Claw has a cameo in this episode. It's absolutely a fantastic cameo at that, too. I'm going to get to the Mirage Turtles in a minute, though. But, oh my god. So, the way Tiger Claw comes in this episode is from the Wormquake episode. Again, the timeline is all over the place. And I believe when they saw Splinter, they were in the present day of Wormquake. And I think Splinter realized it because obviously at that point Leo's voice has changed. Not because Seth Green is voicing him, but because of, he got his lungs crushed in by Shredder. That's been part of the storyline. So I think if that was to play off in that way, I think Splinter knew right away. Right when he heard Leo speak. Seeing the original cast, the original Turtles come into this episode was fantastic. Obviously, rest in peace. The original voice of Shredder passed away not too long ago. A couple months now, I think it is. But you may have known him as Will Smith's uncle on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but he was Shredder. And I think it was done right that they didn't use him in this episode, because it would have been a little bit too close. It's still a little too early, a little too fresh. Otherwise than that, no Rocksteady, no Bebop original, but just the original Turtles and original Krang. I can deal with that. That's perfectly fine. Setting up both the Nickelodeon universe and the original universe to be connected kind of has a few plot holes there, but it doesn't really matter. Though, it is what it is. There's a few scenes that are taken from the original opening theme song for the Ninja Turtles 1987 cartoon, like where Raph puts a slice of pizza on his side and throws the pie, except that this time he throws it at Sub Krang Prime, one of my favorite scenes that will stick for me for quite a long time. But probably one of the biggest things this episode, again, is Megan Fox being name dropped. Does that connect to Movieverse 2? Is that a thing now? I'm just I'm so dumbfounded. Now, this obviously would technically be more of a filler episode than anything, but I am perfectly fine with that. It's fantastic. So, I'm not going to waste any more time, because we still have a few more videos I got to go out today. A few more videos I have to go out today. I'm going to give this episode 9.5. The only thing that pulls it down is the pacing of the episode. Everything's fantastic. It's a super fun episode. I'm glad they released it on Easter. I didn't think there would be an episode on Easter, so I'm cool with it, though. I'm not going to lie. It was just, outside of the 2D, everything was fantastic, and outside the pacing. Seeing the original Turtles come into the 3D world and seeing how they looked was perfect. Oh, one thing I didn't talk about that was probably the highlight of this episode is the fact that the Mirage Turtles did not talk at all. And the way that they moved in their art illustration through the animation was like if you're reading a comic book, and it was extremely well done. Kudos to the animators for that one. That one was just brilliant. So if you have yet to see the episode, go check it out. You really should if you're a Ninja Turtle fan by any means. And if you're not, and you're just looking for Dragon Ball Super, well, that's going to be coming up next. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to subscribe for more here on the Council Network. I'm Ryu, and I'm out for now. Until next time.